Live and in effect is moving on the internet, coming at you today with another episode of Radio Raw. In this episode, I'm going to be cooking up beats on the KO2 by Teenage Engineering, as well as the Akai MPK Mini. On previous episodes of Radio Raw, I've cooked up beats with both of these machines separately, but on today's video, I'm going to be using them in tandem to whip up a nice piece. In fact, the beat that you heard at the beginning of this video was made using this exact method. So let me know what you think about that down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like on the video. I haven't made music in about a few months or so. I haven't made any beats since the start of this year, since 2026. So I'm coming out the gate swinging. I don't get rusty. There's no ring rust over here. I'm rocking with it. Let me know if you're rocking with it. But hey, that's enough with the intro. Without further ado, let's get to work. So before recording, I went ahead and sampled out all of the drums that I'm going to use for the beat in order to lay down a kicking foundation, and then I'm going to work up from there. That's kind of the layers that I like to work in. Usually I start with the drums just to keep time, make sure everything is in order. First things first, I'm going to lay down a hi-hat on the metronome in order to keep time throughout the entire process of creating the drums. I don't want to have anything be out of time. All right, I don't quantize my drums. You got to have that rhythm innate. So let's go. And that's locked in. That's locked in first try. That's what I'm talking about. I'm on the money today. So what you're hearing right now is only one bar. That's 4 beats in 1 bar. What I'm going to do next is copy and paste this bar 16 times. And after that, I'm going to lay down drums over those 16 bars to make a 16 bar loop. After the 16, it loops back over. I do this just to make sure that my drums aren't plain. I want to make sure there's some variety to it, have that human feel as if I was playing a drum set, but we all know that it's going to be on the machine here. But to those who don't see this video, you're never going to know. It's just going to have that human touch to it. All right, punching in from the top. Here I go. I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. It's definitely kicking, get your head knocking and rocking, but I'm not done with it just yet. I'm gonna add in a few more hits here just to give it a little bit more oomph so that it's not so plain. All right, I got it. Let me hear that back. That's pretty solid. I think that's good right there. And I'm not going to touch that anymore. Let me make sure to save, because the last thing I want to do is have to do it again. It sounds crispy where it's at. I'm going to keep it crisp, no wrinkles. Keep it crisp, fresh off the iron. All right, now that the drum foundation has been laid out with the addition of the claps, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record it into MPC Beats and throw some filters on it as well. If you hadn't noticed, it was kind of low. Innately, the KO2 reads at a very low volume to my computer through my interface. So we're gonna doctor it up in MPC Beats to really give it that final touch, give it what we're going for here. I usually toss on an air maximizer on these. There we go. Now we got some volume to it. I want to cut out a little bit of that feedback from my interface, just a little bit. Can't get rid of it completely. But it's just the Mugen touch. That's all it is. That's all it is. I feel like the drums are a little bit too moist. We need to make them drier. Okay, air transient hard edge. We're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe some delay. I like the way that snare drum it snaps when I got the Titan preset on, but when I go to my input, it's too quiet. It's kind of knocking too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. I think Titan takes the cake here. It's just hitting my ear better. It's hitting my ear better. Okay. That's solid. That's solid. That is solid. Just a little extra something to throw in the mix. Just a little bit. We're gonna move on to laying down the keys on these drums here. We're gonna make up something hot. Let's do it. Let's go. We still got some room to work with though, as you can see here. Got a good bit of bars of empty space. So I'm gonna find something to kind of fill this area up because I don't want the beat to loop just yet. I want a little bit more variety here. Okay, so the last thing I want to do here is add in these synths on top of everything I have, and that'll be the icing on the cake here. feel like the synths kind of end. They kind of end out of nowhere. So I need for the rest of this, I want to come up with something that'll sustain. I don't know if it wants. I don't want it to end on that note though. That's a little better. I like that. And that's about it, folks. That brings us to this episode of Radio Raw's end. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe as well so you don't miss out on future uploads. Live and direct, it's been moving on the internet, and I'm out.